Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're just about to get started in the kitchen with Kiara's chocolatey treat. It already smells good and we haven't done anything. So let's get started. Okay. I need to learn how to make a chocolate cake. I feel like it's a basic in baking.
100%, yes. And I think that every family has a chocolate cake recipe, which is so nice. And this is my family. I've just zhuzhed it up a little bit.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the batter. Okay. So we're going to put flour. We're going to put cocoa powder.
I mean, if you had to change a recipe, what little things would you change?
Well, my thing
isn't it quite a basic staple?
Yes, but like the buttercream or like what toppings you put on or something like that.
Great.
So I'm just putting all the dry ingredients together. So I'm putting the baking powder, and then I've got the salati caster snow.
Sure.
So I'm just putting that in nice, super fine, so no lumps in our batter. And then I'm going to go ahead and put all the wet ingredients in.
Okay.
So we've got water, we've got oil. And I think the main thing with this chocolate cake is that you have to use a good quality cocoa.
Okay, oh, of course.
Because if you don't, it's not going to be delicious and chocolatey and gooey.
But so, all your ingredients, I feel, have to be good quality.
Yes,
because
definitely.
Then you get the quality cake.
Exactly.
You will like the quality cake.
Of course. So I'm just mixing this in with a whisk because I want it to be super smooth.
And you just threw the yolk in here, not
yes. Because I'm going to do the egg white separately, just so it's a little bit light and fluffy.
Okay.
So I'm just mixing that like this. And now what we've done is we've just beaten the egg whites up to like soft peak stage, and we're just going to fold them in. I think.
Why do you do this? Like, what is the effect?
So this is basically so we get some nice airy bubbles in our cake because we want it to be light and fluffy, and you can see here the folding action. So we just twist and we just fold over. If you don't
do that, do you get one of those dense, more moist chocolate cakes?
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you put your whole eggs in, you're going to get almost like a devil's food cake.
Oh, well, that's also
So that's also fine.
So either way, wherever you put your eggs,
it's going to come out very, very deliciously. So with the batter, what we do is we just divide it into 2 tins.
Okay.
In my recipe, I've put the 18 centimeters. You can choose. I mean, you could do a small cake, you can do a big cake. This recipe is foolproof for any size.
Okay.
And then what I do is I bake it on 180. For the 18 centimeter, I do it for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then how you test the cake is you just push your finger in the middle of the cake and it will bounce back.
Oh, so really? That's when you know when it's done?
Exactly. Either that or cake tester, whatever you're more comfortable with.
Clem's getting me a thermometer, like a bri thermometer, for Christmas. Can I use that in a cake as well?
It might make a really big hole in your cake. It depends how big it is.
Okay, well, sorry, Clem. Useless Christmas gift.
Okay, we're going to go straight onto the buttercream, which is my favorite part.
Yeah.
So what I've done is, so this is where I've changed it.
Okay.
So this is the mascarpone buttercream now.
Yes.
So you got to like make it a little bit Italian, you know? Wherever I can, I add Italian zhuzh. That's what I realized.
I highly recommend you do. Okay, so now you've got your cake. Do you want me to put it over there?
Yes, please. I'm just going to put 1 dot of this icing just to secure the cake.
Okay.
And then you can go for it.
I mean, chocolate's never really secure in my presence.
It's fine. That's good. That's a good thing. So all I've done basically is you have very soft butter.
Yeah.
You have mascarpone. You melt your chocolate and your cocoa, and then you put the salati icing snow. So you put that in. You mix it. You need to whip it. So let it go for like 5 to 6 minutes until it looks like this.
Ta-da!
So it almost looks like a mousse.
Do you know how I'm restraining myself right now?
I know.
To not
I can
put my finger in there. I just want to. So tempting.
So I'm just dolloping that in the middle, and I'm just turning it almost like rotating action, just so I can do it easily.
And I feel like your cream icing to cake ratio has got to be quite solid.
Oh, yes.
I don't like when people are too shook with the icing.
I'm like, what's the point?
Exactly.
Like, life is about cake, but also icing. Like, we have to get that in there.
I mean, what is a cake without icing? That's a life without colour. That's what it is.
You could put that one on for me. I love that. Okay, so we're just going to do the top layer now. So I've decided that I am obsessed with naked cakes. And naked cake is that we're showing the egg.
Naked.
Anything naked. I know. So we're just showing the edges of the cake. That's it. That's what a naked cake is. Nothing more than that.
That you're actually letting that show instead of icing the whole thing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's also, if you are an amateur baker or you're someone that's starting to bake or you want to learn to bake, it's easier as well.
Yeah.
So it's like something that looks beautiful, that's also easier. It's not so much stress because it is quite a thing to ice a cake perfectly.
Yeah.
So
You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you. So I'm just going to put that last little bit. And then what we did, just to add a little bit more something
to it.
So we've got here, this is basically ground up cashew nut brittle. So we just made
delicious.
like a dust.
Okay.
And then what I like to do is I just like to put it all around the edges.
Wow. I love the fact that it's not perfect, and that's beautiful in itself.
Yes. It's like a super rustic chocolate cake that you can take to the table and people are going to be like, wow.
I can't actually believe how easy this was to make.
I know. And it's delicious. I promise you that.
No, I can guarantee it. You are a little sensation in the kitchen.
Oh, thank you. So I just like to pick out like little bigger pieces. And
Yeah,
put them
I like
there.
a little bit of chunky, a little bit of... Oh, and there you have it.
Yes.
And then you can decorate it with lots of other things if you want.
Yes.
But I mean, plain's nice.
Yes.
Or however you want it. Oh, that looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much,
you.
Chiara. Cannot wait to sink my teeth into this a little bit later. And of course, the recipe is available on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za.